This is Hervé Senni from GuitarGearGeek.com. This is the 5th video of the SG Guitar Kit project. In this video I'm going to demo the custom electronic I made for this guitar using Entwistle HVN vintage humbucker pickups. I'm calling it the Advanced Jimmy Page wiring. A quick update concerning the issue I had with the intonation setting in the previous video. I had to revert the saddles of the low E string and the G and B strings. The issue was certainly due because the kit wasn't well made. When you buy a guitar kit, a number must be penciled on the neck and in the neck slot to prove that both pieces have been made to fit together. It was not the case on that kit. Also, the heel of the neck wasn't perfectly straight. It's either that or the 4 pneumatic holes were not drilled at the right place. I tried to reproduce the perfect humbucker routing when I installed the neck. I measured the scale when I glued it and it was close. I assumed I would have plenty adjustment course with the saddles, but I was wrong. Anyway, now the problem is fixed and the guitar is perfectly in tune. I just wanted to clear things out for those who are watching the entire series. Back to the guitar electronic. The real Jimmy Page wiring uses 4 push-pull pots. In his wiring, the neck volume pot splits the neck pickup and the bridge volume pot splits the bridge pickup when pulled. Then, the neck tone pot sets the pickups out of phase and the bridge tone pot is a master series setting when pulled. My wiring, the so-called Advanced Jimmy Page wiring, features 4 more settings to the original one. Both tone pots are doing the same mode as the Jimmy Page wiring, but the volume potentiometers are an individual solo switches and the 2-3 positions toggle switches are series split and parallel setting for each pickup. Also, I did a 50s wiring for the tone pots and an independent volume wiring to counter the downside of regular coupled volume pots pattern. With the regular volume pot wiring, when both pickups are on, rolling down one of the volume pots shuts down the guitar completely, while independent wiring lets you set both pickup volume the way you want. With the 50s wiring, the tone pot is attached after the volume pot. The tone pot wire is soldered to the middle lug of the volume pot, which is the output of the potentiometer. With standard wiring, the tone pot is attached to the input of the volume pot. The 50s wiring bypasses the volume pot and nullifies the signal to be filtered by it. You have to understand that a potentiometer is a resistor as well. It's like having a resistor wired to a dimmer. A 500K potentiometer is the same as soldering a 500K resistor in series with a capacitor. The resistor filters the sound, so the signal of the tone pot is different when you place it before or after the volume pot. The tone control is more sensitive than a regular connection. It reacts more smoothly. The 50s wiring delivers more flexibility and gives a bigger range. This is how I wire all my guitars, even Stratocasters. So enough talking, let's play. I'm going to demo my electronic with clean, crunch and lead sound. First with only some reverb added, and later I'm going to add some more effects. So here is the neck pickup in series. Split it. And in parallel. And if I pull the volume pot, the pickup is in solo mode. Split it. And in series. Okay, now here is the bridge pickup in series. split it, and in parallel. And still there is a solo switch as well for the bridge pickup. Now let's play both pickup together, so that way there are both pickup are in series and the master switch is in parallel mode. So you can combine all possibilities of having the neck both pickup in splitted, both pickup in parallel, and everything in between, like parallel and series, etc., etc. Some setting works best with clean sound, and some other settings work best with distortion or crunch. So now here is both pickup out of phase. And they are both in series. So if I put the neck pickup in split and the bridge in series, and finally, if I pull the tone bridge, both pickup are in master series. And they are both each individually in series as well. So if I put them both splitted, and now both in series and out of phase at the same time. And now they are out of phase but in parallel. One thing pretty funny with the out of phase setting is that if you just roll down the volume bridge pot a little bit, they are in phase. You see? Out of phase, in phase. I just put them like on 9, not even 9, and the pickups are in phase, out of phase, in phase. So it's pretty cool in a way. Well, the downside is that you can't set both pickup volume when they are out of phase, but the cool side is that you can switch from both mode with just this little move. So if you want to play, if you intend to play with both pickup being in and out of phase, you just have to set both pickup out of phase, and you just play with the volume pot. So now out of phase, in phase, out of phase. This is pretty cool. So anyway, that was with the clean sound. So personally, I love the clean sound with the neck pickup. Of course, the bridge pickup alone in clean sound, it sounds cool, but if you have to add like effects like chorus and everything, otherwise it's a bit too bright for me. But the neck pickup is sounds pretty cool. I'm going to play with crunch sound now using my dual fusion distortion stomp box from Rampler set on channel 1 and my cathedral reverb on the reverb type number 1, which is the Grail Spring reverb. This is the neck pickup in series mode. But in split, it's a little bit more noisy, as you can hear, because it's splitted, and so now in parallel mode. And the solo switch on. Bridge pickup in series, split it, and in parallel. And both together. And if I put them out of phase, in phase, because only, as I explained earlier, just playing with the tone, the volume of the bridge pickup goes from series to out of phase. There is a great difference when you are playing with distortion, and also in series mode. And in series and out of phase at the same time. So I'm really happy about this guitar, which costed way less than a real Gibson SG, and I have much more tools and better locking tuners, better pickups, better bridge, and much better and advanced electronics than a real Gibson for a fraction of the price. If you're on YouTube, check on my under the title of the video, there's a link to my site where I'm listing the price I paid for each part, like the kit, the tuners, the pickups, the tremolo, and and the paint and the lacquer. And also, if it's the first kit you are making, you can also start only with the kit and the lacquer and the paint, and you can have like your own guitar for less than $200. And if you are happy about it, if it plays well, if it sounds cool, then you can amend it by changing the tremolo, the pickups, and everything, and make it like an amazing guitar. Thanks for watching, and see you soon in a new video about how to make guitar or gear that I'm testing for you guys. Thanks.